The headlines this morning: Anambra State government calls on World Bank to intervene on environmental challenges in Southeast. Deputy Governor Ibezim inspects ongoing desilting of Sakamori drainage in Okpoko. Federal government declares 15th, 18th April as public holidays to celebrate Easter. On the foreign scene this morning, UK Prime Minister Johnson rejects calls to resign for breaking COVID-19 rules. Before the news in details, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. A very good morning to you and welcome to the news. I am Ebere Ugonna. Anambra State government has called on the World Bank to devise more means of solving the ecological and environmental challenges facing people in this part of the world as Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project NEWMAP operations come to an end. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo made the call during the implementation, completion and result report mission ICRM of the NEWMAP at the International Convention Center Awka. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Governor Soludo, who was represented by the deputy, Dr. Onyeka Ibezim, expressed delight on the intervention of the World Bank through the NEWMAP initiative, which he acknowledged has significantly contributed to Nigeria's climate change response and has also in no small measure assisted the state government in meeting the environmental needs of the citizenry. He also observed that the NEWMAP helped in reclaiming land from gully erosions and has also restored lives, empowered people at the grassroots, including women and children, and called for more intervention of the World Bank in the environmental issues in Nigeria.
I understand that since inception, NEWMAP has not recorded any case of fraud or ineligible expenditure. As for individual and collective strength of character, the reward for good work is more work. I know that the World Bank is a listening bank. I hereby declare this vision open.
On his part, Dr. Sanya Srivel, who spoke on behalf of the World Bank, expressed happiness over the achievements recorded under NEWMAP and commended the support accorded the project by Nigerian governments and assured more intervention of the World Bank in the country.
I want to congratulate you, Mr. Deputy Governor, for doing an excellent job. On behalf of the World Bank, we are very proud of this project, of India's engagement, and we have followed up with a new project called semi-arid landscape restoration project called AgriSouth, and we stand ready to further engage with the government of Nigeria in addressing this issue. On behalf of the World Bank.
From International Convention Center in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State government says it is committed to tackling environmental threats in the journey towards a livable and prosperous homeland for the Anambra to enjoy. The Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Felix Odumegu, stated this during the implementation, completion and results of the report mission in Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project, NEWMAP, ahead of the June roundup of operations in the country. Correspondent A.G. Kabana is our guide.
The event drew participants from 23 states across Nigeria and the world who converged on the newly built Anambra International Convention Center, Awka, to review their activities and interventions in the past 8 years. The Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Odumegu, emphasized that the Soludo-led administration is more committed to preventive measures in tackling erosion to enthroning a cleaner and greener Anambra, while lamenting that Southeast is challenged with erosion. The Commissioner revealed that out of the 950 active erosion sites in Anambra, only 13 have been managed by NEWMAP, saying that sadly a lot of funds are channeled into tackling post-erosion matters, expressing optimism that preventive measures will go a long way. He noted that it has been established that human activities contribute immensely to erosion, pointing out that the present administration will concentrate on excessive tree planting such that every house will have a tree, and stressed that if one cuts one tree, they will be made to plant another tree after being fined. Mr. Odimegwu further stated that other preventive measures include the creation of boulevards across the streets of Anambra before the end of the year, proper channeling of drainages, and the creation of embankments to redirect flood force, among others, while saying that they are starting the World Bank program called Agroclimatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes (ACRESAL) project, targeted at saving and preserving the landscape and extending the hand of partnership to the Nigerian government.
This administration will try as much as possible to work on prevention. If we try a different approach at trying to prevent it from occurring, and then we're going to work with the planning board to ensure that drainages from the houses are properly channeled.
Dr. Sanjay Srivastava, who spoke on behalf of the World Bank, thanked the government of Nigeria for the good job they have done so far, which has led to saving of many lives and properties, explaining that the journey has been worthwhile.
I'm very proud to say, as part of this 10 years of journey, that the government of Nigeria in several states and Anambra State has been a leader in that. And so I want to congratulate you, Mr. Deputy Governor, for doing an excellent job. So on behalf of the World Bank, we are very proud of this project.
Making a presentation on the interventions of NewMap across the country, the monitoring and evaluation specialist, Federal, Mr. Mukta Yakubu, who said that NewMap has done tremendously well, explained that their arrival has led to improved access to schools, hospitals, and other amenities, stressing that one of the key things done by the agency is to ensure that its impact is felt, deploying technology.
It shows you also our drainage channels being provided, which is one of the main root causes of pollution in Nigeria, and the basis of drainage channels, which are really also prone to blockages, and now the opportunity to provide drainage channels in every of our sites.
One of the beneficiaries of the NewMap intervention in Amachala village, Oka, Mrs. Florence Anabogo, who is a widow, shared her experience with one of the successes of the agency, stressing that at first she thought it was a joke. Present were Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, Secretary to Anambra State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelu, Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezajore, members and commissioners from respective participating states of the Federation. From the International Convention Center, Oka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim yesterday inspected the desilting of the Sakamori drainage system in Okpoko, Baro Kentel area and commended the pace of work on the site. According to Dr. Ibezim, the exercise is in line with the directive of the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to desilting the drainage system being blocked by refuse dumps over the years. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
On arrival at the site, it was observed that excavators were already desilting the drainage system for free flow of water to prevent flooding in the area. During the visit, Dr. Ibezim was accompanied by the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Ifeanyi Okoma, and the team set up for waste evacuation and desilting of drainages. Dr. Ibezim commended the level of work at the site, saying it is a work in progress. He noticed that at the point of termination, the invert of Sakamori is higher than that of the Idemili River, which is connected to the River Niger, directing the Commissioner for Works and the Waste Evacuation Committee to apply every technicality that will make smooth flow of water into the Idemili River and River Niger.
They've started declaring work already, desilting the Sakamori, going on well. By the time we clear the Sakamori, there will be a free flow into the Idemili River, terminating into River Niger. So it's working in progress.
On his part, the Commissioner for Works, Mr. Okoma, commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo on his efforts towards making Anambra a smart mega city, assuring that all challenges at the invert point of the Sakamori and that of the Idemili will be soon overcome.
An effort to do a smart mega city for the Anambra, which is a contract signed by His Excellency. He has actually started doing the works which we are seeing. The invert of Sakamori is higher than the invert of the Idemili River, and that we are going to look at. We are going to get hydrologists to look at it, and hopefully within a very short time we will solve it.
On his Ndibo worldwide, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene has bemoaned worsening insecurity in the Southeast Zone, saying that the menace is as a result of the federal government's failure to address the marginalization of Ndibo in all aspects of national affairs. Correspondent Joseph Ebocha takes the story from here.
Speaking to journalists after 20 commissioners were sworn in by the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, at the Government House, Oka, insisting that giving Ndibo rightful position
finally, this guy looks fit
will help address agitations and insecurity in the zone. He regretted that Southeast governors never had common and timely approach to insecurity in the zone, but expressed satisfaction with the way Governor Soludo, religious and other leaders are handling insecurity in the state, urging those causing the insecurity in Anambra to accept the olive branch Governor Soludo is extending to them. On the new set of commissioners, Chief Okeke-Ogene expressed satisfaction that 90% of them are homegrown, against expectations of naysayers, urging them to redouble efforts to achieve Soludo's aim in government. Contributing, the former national president of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Chief Victor Ume, who noted that Soludo has wonderful vision and agenda for the state, while the Anambra State chairman of the party, Sanobat Obi, who noted that the party is well represented in the new set of commissioners, urged the new commissioners to adjust to the mindset of the governor and be enablers in achieving the governor's objectives for the Anambra.
One thing that is clear is that the driver of this team, the governor, has a primary focus on the things he wants to deliver to our people. He called it prosperous homeland. And anybody who is in this team must be an enabler for him to deliver those promises to our people. We congratulate all of them.
I don't know how to express my immense gratitude to Mr. Governor for this wonderful team, which has so many APGA stalwarts in it. At least the party was fully represented in the new cabinet, and it is a good development for the party.
In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
All the recent appointments made by Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, have been hailed as right and a timely step of an administration that is fully prepared. A guest on Nzukọ Anambra, a flagship program of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Prince Neville Uchendu stated this while discussing issues around good governance in Anambra State. Prince Uchendu, who noted that each of Professor Soludo's appointments represents his focus on experience, vigor and commitment, observed that the new administration has already shown glitters of foresight and eagerness to work. He stated that the first step to achieving a governable society is for everyone to imbibe discipline, show faith in the right political process, and support government policies and agenda. Prince Uchendu noted that the quest for a livable and prosperous Anambra State can only be achieved when everyone knows what they must do to help the state and drive a progressive ideology, as is being spearheaded by Governor Soludo. He said that he was sure that Anambra State would get better under the new administration, insisting that Professor Soludo has the potential to set historical governance. A caller, Mr. Ngozi Oradiego, urged the people of Anambra State to help the government in transforming the state. Congratulating Governor Soludo, Honorable Collins Oku advised him to be firm and involve God in all his endeavors. And moving on to our national stories now, federal government of Nigeria has declared Friday 15th and Monday 18th April 2022 Good Friday and Easter Monday respectively as public holidays to mark this year's Easter celebration. The Minister of Interior, Chief Rauf Aregbesola, who made the declaration on behalf of the government in Abuja, urged Christians to emulate the attributes of sacrifice, togetherness, forgiveness, kindness, love, peace, and patience, which were the attributes and practices of Jesus Christ as exemplified by his ministry on earth. Chief Aregbesola called on Christians and all Nigerians alike to use the occasion of this year's Easter celebration to pray for end to all security challenges bedeviling every part of the country. The minister assured that the federal government will leave no stone unturned to ensure that the recent attacks by undesirable elements on the highways, airports, and the railways are brought to an end. According to him, security is everybody's business, and as such, citizens and foreigners resident in the country should display high sense of citizenship and public spiritedness at this critical time in the history of the country by supporting the efforts of all security agencies in bringing peace and security to lives and property of the citizenry. He urged Christians at home and in the diaspora a happy and peaceful Easter celebration and asked them to join hands with President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration in its determination to bring in sustainable development and usher in prosperity for all. A statement signed by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Shuaib Belga, reinstated Minister Arigbeshala's assurance to citizens that the nation is inexorably on the path to greatness despite the present challenges confronting her. The Transition Committee Chairman of Anocha Local Government Area, Mr. Patrick Onyedum, has commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the measures he has put in place to end agitations across the state. He commended the amnesty program setting up registration centers in all local government areas for repentant armed strugglers for skill acquisition and empowerment by Governor Chukwuma Soludo. The local government chairman noted that the establishment of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission for narration and documentation of the losses and issues during the unknown gunmen era is an indication that Governor Soludo places the welfare of youths and has programs that can check their restiveness. Mr. Onyedum further said that the measures will end the killings of security personnel and prominent in the Anambra and the burning of public facilities. He urged armed strugglers to lay down their arms and embrace the programs Governor Soludo has put in place for them and the interest of the state. Two Reverend sisters whose names were not disclosed, their driver and a husband and wife, have been burnt to ashes after their vehicles crashed at the Northia axis of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, Anambra State. Correspondent Joseph Iboja completes the story.
Investigations revealed that the Reverend Sisters, principal and bursar of Handmaid Secondary School, Amansi, Awka North Local Government Area, and their driver were traveling to Amansi in a Toyota Hiace bus belonging to the school and were coming from Ifito-Ogwari, Agamelun Local Government Area, where they went to purchase bags of rice for the school. Other victims in a Toyota Highlander were identified as Mr. Emmanuel Okeke, former Anambra State Government storekeeper, and his wife. Mr. Ifeanachi Okeke from Sugbe in Anambra East Local Government Area, who spoke at the accident scene, said he spoke with his brother Emmanuel around 5 o'clock in the evening yesterday, and around 9 o'clock in the night, his and the wife's mobile lines were off, leading to a search and the sad discovery early this morning. An eyewitness, Mr. Chinecherem Okonkwo from Northia, said he arrived at the accident scene yesterday night during the light rainfall when the vehicles were still burning, but it was late to offer any meaningful help. Reverend fathers and sisters were seen at the accident scene discussing in low tones, while others helped in taking the vehicles off the single lane of the expressway for free flow of traffic. From Northia, in Ijikoka Local Government Area, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
And moving on to our foreign story now. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak have rejected calls to resign despite being fined by police for breaking lockdown rules in Downing Street in June 2020. The Prime Minister, the Chancellor and the PM's wife all received fixed penalty notices for attending a birthday gathering for the PM in Number 10. As a result, Mr. Johnson became the UK's first 7th Prime Minister to be sanctioned for breaking the law. All three apologized, but the opposition MP says the PM and Mr. Sunak must quit. Mr. Johnson said he felt an even greater sense of obligation to deliver, while the Chancellor said he was focused on delivering for the British people. The SNP and the Liberal Democrats also led calls for Parliament to return from its Easter break so the PM and Chancellor could face questions from MPs. The SNP's Westminster leader, Ian Blackford, said the two leading Tories had insulted the millions of people who faithfully followed the rules. And that's it on the news this morning. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Awka. Follow us on Instagram and of course on Twitter at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And just before we go this morning, a quick look at our major stories. Anambra State government has called on World Bank to intervene on environmental challenges in the southeast. Deputy Governor Ibezim has inspected ongoing desilting of Sakamori drainage in Okpoko. Federal government has declared 15th, 18th April as public holidays to celebrate Easter. On the foreign scene, we brought to you the UK Prime Minister Johnson has rejected calls to resign for breaking COVID-19 rules. Here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I am Ebere Ugunna. Good morning. Anambra continues shortly. Please stay with us.